Hey guys, welcome to another video by Empire. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about an NFT that we all bought several months ago, I think it was now, so it's been a while. Yeah, it's been out since I think around September-ish time, something like that. And this is going to become the next blue chip NFT. So we're going to run you through everything about it, who owns it, why we think it's going to be massive. And yeah, let's dig into it. So as you can see, it's called Rumble Kongs, right? So standard things, 10,000 of them, but they're actually making a game, all right? So there's a lot more to it than just an NFT, right? So the art looks pretty cool. That's what the artwork looks like, right? But the main thing that we like about them, it's the game and who owns them, right? It's the fact that they're going to get into the metaverse, right? So the game that they're getting made is partnered with iLogo's game studios, right? Now, if you look at this, the external development partner of Supercell, EA, Ubisoft, Disney, and more. Right, so you can find this article and read through it yourself. But the key thing to see about this is they're not a little game studio; they're getting a proper, legit game made. Right, so it's not as far as crypto gaming goes. A lot of games are pretty average, but this is going to be a proper AAA gaming experience. Right, so this game should actually be a decent game. Okay, now if we go over their white paper, go to this one, you can see here, this is their game, right? They want to become the metaverse's NBA, right? Now it's a pretty big ambition, but if they can pull it off, that's why they're going to be worth, BYC sort of status, right? If they pull this off. Now the reason we think they're going to pull that off is if you go to Sandbox game, everyone knows that the Sandbox game is who that is. If you know anything about gaming, cryptos, about metaverse, you would have heard of Sandbox. The Sandbox is probably going to be one of the biggest metaverses in the space. Now, this is their wallet, okay? This is the Sandbox game. Look how many Rumble Kongs they own, all right? They own about 26 Rumble Kongs, okay? It might be a bit more now, all right? But they own a bunch of Rumble Kongs. So if they own this many, they're obviously heavily invested. And these are ones they've bought. These aren't ones that were sent to their wallet. So a lot of people randomly send them stuff, right? So a lot of these probably got sent to them randomly. But you can trace back, they bought all of these, right? Some of them they bought 2.5 Ether, 9.6 Ether. Okay, these 16 Ether is what they paid for this. So they've paid a lot of money for some of these. They're clearly going to push it, right? Now, the next reason why we think they're going to go off is Steph Curry actually owns 6 of these as well. All right, so you can see this wallet here. Now that's his crypto. This is his chimp. All right, so yes, he's changed it. A lot of people have done that now. They've sort of changed what he's wearing, but you can see there that's his ape. All right, so if you go to Steph Curry's wallet, and we know this is Steph Curry's wallet because that's his mutant there. He owns 6 of these Rumble Kongs now. Right, so Steph Curry owns 6. Steph Curry's worked with Sandbox before, right? He's collaborated with them to promote stuff. So you've got Steph Curry, who wait till the game's playing. If he starts playing it, post a few pics of it, it's going to blow up. And you've got Sandbox. So if Sandbox are backing it, if they make Rumble Kongs the go-to NBA in the Sandbox game, everyone's going to want to own a part of them, and that's when they can easily shoot up to a 30 ETH, something like that, something stupid, crazy floor price, because everyone's going to want to get in them. Right? So now you can sort of see why. So Sandbox, Steph Curry, the artwork looks pretty fucking sick as well. But now if we go through, we'll have a quick scroll through their white paper. NFT collection, 10,000 of them, following the trend of CryptoPunks, Bored Apes, etc. All right. Okay, so this is it's going to be a bit more of an ecosystem, all right? So you got the Kongs, clubs, leagues, trading academies. So obviously the Kongs are all the players. But then you've got clubs, so 3 of them make a team. But clubs, people can own clubs and not really own Kongs. And then they can manage the teams and things like that. And then they're going to play in different leagues, all right? So there's a proper layout to this game, okay? It's going to be an ongoing thing that people play in and things like that. This can gain momentum in the metaverse. It's going to be huge. It's going to be like a CryptoPunks or a status symbol. Owning a Kong is going to be a status symbol of that you own a Kong that plays in the metaverse, all right? So what makes the Kongs valuable? Okay, you've got the physical traits, but apart from that, you've got the boosts. All right, so these boosts, these all play a key role in how well they're going to perform on the court. All right, so these are going to be just as important as the visual traits once the actual game is out. All right, so if you're looking to buy one, make sure you look at the boost. The key thing is you want something that adds up to over 200. Okay, over 200 is considered good. Okay, there's going to be consumables involved in it, so you're going to be able to boost stats short term, things like that. Going to be able to level your Kongs up, so you're going to get XP for playing and performing well. Okay, each successful action will have an impact on the experience gain of a Kong at the end of the match. So you're not just going to hold, you're going to be able to level up, do things like that. Like, you're going to be very involved with holding your Kong, okay? It's going to create a community and people are going to get on it. Okay, stamina. Okay, adding an additional level of strategy. So it means people are going to want to own multiple Kongs because you can't play one for the whole game. You're going to have to interchange them, things like that. Okay, there's just all these different layers to the game. It's not like a game that's going to be thrown together in 5 minutes. Okay. And now here's the thing, right? External collection. So they're going to let other NFT avatar projects join the league. Okay. However, there's going to be certain things that only Kongs will be able to do. Now, if they're smart about this, they're not going to let any old crypto project join. If you just let CryptoPunks, BYC, if you let those top tier blue chip projects, if they're the only ones that you let join the league, then that is automatically going to make them a blue chip status, because the only way you can get it is by owning something that's worth even more valuable than a Kong. Right? And these guys are obviously smart. They're not going to let you go out and buy something for 0.1 ETH and get in the game. Okay, to start with, they're most likely going to say BYC and all those sort of things, they can come play. Okay, but even then, you're only going to be able to do certain functions if you have a Kong. So if you get guys that are in CryptoPunks that are, some of those CryptoPunks are selling for 7-8 figures, if some of those guys can come in and play it, they get hooked on it, but they want to be able to do everything, they're going to start buying up Kongs. Okay, so once this game's actually out and they're in the metaverse and people start getting hooked on it, these could go through the roof, guys. All right. And tokens that are burned. Okay, yeah. So this was the original white paper, so it doesn't go into too much more detail. Okay, about the tokens that it mentions here. We've got a little one here I'll show you that goes on about the tokens, all right? But I won't go through all of this, guys, and bore you with it all, but this just talks about what a club is. So you can read through that. Club members, okay, logos, club names. So you're going to be able to change the names, make your own jerseys. You're going to have club logos. So running a club is going to be like a business. You're going to actually make money from it. Fan base, sponsorships. So clubs have the ability to take on sponsorships. Right, so things like Nike, like when they're in the metaverse, if they become the NBA of the metaverse, they're going to be able to sponsor things. Okay, there's going to be different tiers for the leagues, because obviously there's different boosts. So if you've got a lower level boost Kong, you're not going to have to play against the top level guys. There's going to be different tiers. Right? So you can see that Division 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So if you can't afford a top tier Kong, you're not going to have to play them. You're going to be playing in the bottom tiers. All right. But there's going to be a lot of strategy and a lot of money to be made by playing this, right? Season lengths are going to last anywhere between 1 to 4 weeks. So they're going to keep pumping them out, keep people entertained. And then you're going to pick up games, tournaments, all right? So they've got lots and lots of different plans for things they're going to do. So qualifying, playoffs, finals. Like, this becomes a metaverse game that people go to watch. It's going to blow up. Right? As a player, you can earn XP tokens throughout gameplay, which you can then be used to improve your Kong or purchase cosmetics, consumables, clubs, etc. It's going to be like a whole entire ecosystem, right? Then this is the token metrics that they've brought out even more recently. Right? And if you scroll down here, so Kong generate over 10,000, okay? But you can see here, the divisions, all right, you can find this online and read it. We'll post the links to these in the comments, so if you want to read it, you can have a look. But it just touches on all the same stuff. Division 1 club could theoretically play Division 6. Okay. But it's going to depend how much money is involved. But this is the one, okay? This is the ecosystem. So they're bringing out the KNG token. So the Kong token will power the Rumble Kong League ecosystem. Right, we'll follow a mostly similar model to other gaming tokens, with KNG acting as a medium of exchange. Okay, so it's not going to be a governance token. The reason for this is the RKL team argue that the coin voting is a chunky and flawed system. Okay, so by staking your Kong, you're going to earn this. Okay, So the Rumble Kong team says that they view Kong holders as stakeholders in their community and will make sure to keep them involved in the development of the game. Okay, rewards for league, pick-up and tournament play will be paid out in KNG. Sponsors will pay their sponsorship fees in KNG in exchange for advertising. Okay, and KNG will be used in the game stores so players can purchase customizations, right? So you're going to earn this token just for staking. Okay, and then it's going to be used in the ecosystem and things like that. So you're going to be able to make a passive income. Then you're also going to be able to play with it and all sorts of things like that, right? So yeah, that was just a real quick little overview. Didn't want to go into too much detail on it. If you want a bit more of a breakdown, let us know. But yeah, basically artwork's sick. Sandbox own 26 of them. Steph Curry owns 6 of them. They're trying to become the metaverse. The fact that they're linked to Sandbox and the fact that they're linked to a top tier game partnership, I think they've got a pretty good chance of pulling it off. I don't see anyone else competing with them on their level in terms of the partnerships that they've got and the backing with Steph Curry. I mean, it's not going to take much of Steph Curry. Once the game's out, he posts a couple of videos about it and it's going to go through the roof. Okay. Now, the floor price of these, it's been up to about 2 ETH, came back down to 0.65. I think it's back up to about 0.9 ETH. So if this bull market sort of continues, you guys will probably want to get in quick and, yeah, buy at least a Kong or two, sit on it, and we'll see where we're all sitting in a few years. Well, thanks, guys. This is probably the favorite NFT out of everything that we own currently at the moment. We're not too into NFTs, but we do pick up a few here and there. So, yeah, well, like always, we'll make sure we keep only bringing you guys quality content and quality videos. And, yeah, we'll get another video out to you guys soon. All right, cheers, guys.